We are in studio with Myles McNamara, certified senior advisor and owner of Comfort Keepers In-Home Care, located on Lyons Avenue in beautiful Newhall, California. Also, show host here at KHTS, Aging with Power. It's the first Tuesday of every month, except this coming month, your show will actually be on Valentine's Day.
That's right.
The most romantic day to have a show. But seriously, and I want to talk a little bit about the show, Aging with Power. What is if someone were to tune in, what's the general focus?
The general focus is seniors, and it's kind of what we're talking about right now. But one of my taglines is from the womb to the tomb. So we, anything of any interest to any families regarding the aging journey that we're on. I had my daughter on at one point talking about the stress she was going through and when she was a senior in high school, getting ready for the college exams and yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. But primarily we focus on our aging seniors and what to do. And something like we're talking about here is, your legal documents in place, the help you may or may not need in the home. And we really are a resource to our community in that, we even have a caregiver skills lab that we use for our training purposes, but we open that up free to the community. You don't have to be on service with Comfort Keepers, but a lot of times our adult children, our spouses are automatically thrown into the role of a caregiver for a family member who may have had a stroke, a slip and fall, a broken hip, what have you. And they're saying, okay, we're sending them home and you're the caregiver. Well, they don't know how to do a proper transfer. They don't know how to do the things that are automatically thrust upon them. So we invite the community, if you're not ready for home care, if you are, we'd hope you'd let us give you a hand. But if you're not, come on down to Lyons Avenue. We'll have one of my care managers take you up. We have a mechanical lift. We have a hospital bed. We have Grandma Chase, who's our training mannequin, if you will. We have indoor stairs to help people ambulating up and down stairs, because it's, if you've had a stroke, and a lot of times you get great, physical therapy before you discharge. But again, as that caregiver now, and you're helping someone up or down the staircase, or you're helping doing an occupied bed change, or you're having to help them stand, pivot, and transfer.
Those are
nobody
all,
teaches you
all
that.
Things. If you don't know, you could really
hurt yourself or hurt the loved one you're caring for.
And also like in-home care and things like that, even kind of the awkwardness of hygiene, things like that. That maybe it's a little too personal.
Well, that's a lot of times when we're called. We'll get a call from mom or for dad or the adult children and say, listen, we've been helping out, but now they need help showering, and dad's a little embarrassed. Are you kidding me? When we have to start parenting our parents, that's the toughest transition we'll ever make. But you hit the nail so squarely. When you have to start helping your parents with their personal hygiene and showering, that's usually when folks will call us and say, listen, we can do all this other stuff, but can you give us a hand over here?
Hook us up over here. That's
yeah.
Good. New year. So resolutions for seniors, just because you get to a certain age doesn't mean you shouldn't think about things coming up for the upcoming year. Am I right?
Absolutely. What's the most common New Year's resolution folks have?
Most people is losing weight.
Losing weight or exercising more. A lot of times our seniors need to gain weight, so that's not necessarily their issue, but exercising is so important for seniors. And let me preface that by saying, always check with your physician first before starting any kind of exercise program. That's true for any age, but especially for our seniors. But as we get to that magical age of 30 or 40, the mass of our muscles start to deteriorate at an exponential rate. So seniors, a lot of times, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. And seniors need to do some sort of exercising, resistance training to work on the muscle mass that just naturally starts to deteriorate over time. So again, check with a physician. Keep that exercise in your crosshairs and get out there, do some weights, do some resistance training, walking, whatever, being monitored by your physician. I can't say that enough. I'll keep repeating myself, but it's important for seniors to exercise. It's that old cliche. I've been throwing a lot of them out, use it or lose it, and you need to exercise. So, I think that's a great New Year's resolution for seniors. In addition to what we talked about last segment, as far as your advanced healthcare directive and your trust or your will, your estate plan, to just have that talk when everything is good. Don't wait until you're in crisis mode and then you've got to make these decisions and you're just going to be overwhelmed and ran over by that, metaphorical Mack truck.
That's true.
So have that talk before it's an issue, and you can sit around the coffee table and, say, well, when this happens, people get so specific that it's like, what song do they want playing at their memorial service? but it doesn't always have to be that doom and gloom when they pass. It's like, what happens when they're still alive? What do they want? They have all their assets in their trust. They've got their advanced healthcare directive. Everything's in. So now when things start to occur, the kids aren't thrown on to making gray area decisions and all this guilt-ridden stuff. Mom and dad's told them what exactly to do.
That's true. Dick Van Dyke is like 92 now. I recently saw an interview with him where he said, I exercised in my 50s to stay fit, in my 70s to remain ambulatory, in my 80s to stay out of assisted living, and now 90s I just do it out of spite. So those are things that are very important that can extend the life. And of course, even you mentioned some of the stuff like parents getting to the point where it's even money issues start to get a little bit confused with the checking account and stuff, things like that.
And take care of yourself. So those golden years are indeed golden. My uncle, before he passed, he looked me square in the eye and said, Myles, if I knew I was going to live this long, I'd taken better care of myself.
There we go. Comfort Keepers in-home care. Myles McNamara, certified senior advisor and owner of Comfort Keepers. They are located on Lyons Avenue, number 287-4200. Information also on our website, hometownstation.com. Myles, always a pleasure to have you in.
Thanks, George.
Feel free to come back anytime. 8:55. We'll have more after this.